It will be if you obey the Lord your God to observe to fulfill all his commandments, which I command you this day. The Lord your God will place you supreme above all the nations of the earth. And all these blessings will come upon you and cleave to you if you obey the Lord your God. You shall be blessed in the city, you shall be blessed in the field. Blessed will be the fruit of your womb, fruit of your soil, the fruit of your livestock, the offspring of your cattle, and the flocks of your sheep. Blessed will be your basket and your kneading bowl. You shall be blessed when you come, and you shall be blessed when you depart. The Lord will cause your enemies who rise up against you to be beaten before you. They will come out against you in one direction, but they will flee from you in 7 directions. The Lord will order the blessings to be with you in your granaries and in every one of your endeavors. He will bless you in the land which the Lord your God is giving you. The Lord will establish you as his holy people, as he swore to you, if you observe the commandments of the Lord your God and walk in his ways. And all the peoples of the earth will see that the name of the Lord is called upon you, and they will fear you. And the Lord will grant you good surplus in the fruit of your womb, and the fruit of your livestock, and in the fruit of your soil, on the land which the Lord swore to your forefathers to give them. The Lord will open up for you his good treasury, the heaven, to give your land its rain, its right time, and to bless everything you do. You will lend many nations, but you will not need to borrow. And the Lord will set you at the head and not at the tail. You will be only at the top, and you will not be at the bottom, if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I am commanding you this day to observe to fulfill them. You shall not turn right or left from all the words I am commanding you this day, to follow other deities, to worship them. And it will be, if you do not obey the Lord your God to observe to fulfill all his commandments and statutes which I am commanding you this day, that all these curses will come upon you and overtake you. You shall be cursed in the city, and you shall be cursed in the field. Cursed will be your food baskets and your kneading bowl. Cursed will be the fruit of your womb, the fruit of your soil, the fruit of your livestock, those born from your cattle, and the flock of your sheep. You shall be cursed when you come, and you shall be cursed when you depart. The Lord will send the curse of shortages, confusion, and turmoil upon you in every one of your endeavors which you undertake, till it destroys you, and till you quickly vanish because of your evil deeds and forsaking me. The Lord will make pestilence cleave to you until it has exterminated you from upon the land to which you are coming to possess it. The Lord will strike you with consumption, fever, illnesses, with burning fevers, a disease which causes unquenchable thirst. With the sword, with the blast, and with the yellowing, they will pursue you until you perish. In your skies above you will be like copper, and the earth below like iron. The Lord will turn the rain of your land into powder and dust, raining down upon you from the heavens until you are destroyed. The Lord will cause you to be broken before your enemy. You will come out against them in one direction, but you will flee from them 7 directions. You will become a terrifying example to all the kingdoms of the earth. Your corpse will be food for all birds of the heaven and for beasts of the earth, and no one will frighten them away. The Lord will strike you with the boils of Egypt, with hemorrhoids, with oozing sores, and with dry lesions, from which you will be unable to be cured. The Lord will strike you with insanity, with blindness, and with bewilderment. You will grope at midday as the blind man gropes in the dark. You will be unsuccessful in your ways. You will be only oppressed and robbed in all the days, and no one will save you. You will betroth a woman, but another man will lie with her. You will build a house, but you will not live in it. You will plant a vineyard, but you will not redeem its fruits. Your ox will be slaughtered before your eyes, but you will not eat from it. Your donkey will be snatched right in front of you, and it will not return to you. Your flock will be given over to your enemies. You will have no savior. Your sons and daughters will be given over to another people. Your eyes will see this and long for them all day long, but you will be powerless. People unknown to you will eat up the fruit of your soil, and the result of all your toil, you will only be wronged and crushed all the days. You will go insane from the vision before your eyes that you will behold. The Lord will strike you on the knees and on the legs with a terrible skin eruption from which you will be unable to be cured. It will eventually cover you from the sole of your foot to the top of your head. The Lord will lead you and your king whom you have established over you to a nation unknown to you or your fathers, and there you will serve other deities made of wood and stone. You will become an object of astonishment and example, and a topic of discussion among all the peoples to whom the Lord will lead you. You will take much seed out to the field, yet you will gather in little, for the locusts will finish it. You will plant vineyards and work them, but you will neither drink of their wine or gather the grapes, because the worms will devour them. You will have olive trees throughout all your boundaries, but you will not anoint with their oil, because your olive trees will drop off. You will bear sons and daughters, but you will not have them, because they will go into captivity. All your trees and all the fruit of your soil the cicada will make destitute. The stranger who is among you will arise above you, higher and higher, while you will descend lower and lower. He will lend to you, but you will not lend to him. He will be at the head while you are at the tail. All these curses will befall you, pursuing you and overtaking you to destroy you, because you did not obey the Lord your God to observe his commandments and statutes which he commanded you. They will be as a sign and a wonder upon you and your offspring forever, because you did not serve the Lord your God with happiness and with gladness of heart, when you had an abundance of everything. Therefore you will serve your enemies, whom the Lord will send against you when you are in famine, thirst, destitution, and lacking everything, and he will place an iron yoke upon your neck till he has destroyed you. The Lord will bring upon you a nation from afar, from the end of the earth, as the eagle swoops down, a nation whose language you will not understand, a brazen nation which will not respect the elderly, nor show favor to the young. They will devour the fruit of your livestock and the fruit of your soil. To destroy you, they will not leave over anything for you of the grain, wine, oil, offspring of your cattle, or flocks of your sheep, until they annihilate you. They will besiege you in all your cities, and your high and fortified walls in which you trust come down throughout all your land, and they will besiege you in all your cities throughout all your land which the Lord your God has given you. During the siege and the desperation which your enemies will bring upon you, you will eat the fruit of your womb, the flesh of your sons and daughters whom the Lord your God gave you. The most tender and delicate man among you will begrudge his own brother, and the wife of his embrace, and the rest of his children, whom he will leave over, of giving any one of them of the flesh of his children that he is eating, because not a thing will remain for him in the siege and in the desperation which your enemies will bring upon you in all your cities. The most tender and delicate woman among you, who will not venture to set her foot upon the ground because of delicateness and tenderness, will begrudge the husband of her embrace and her own son and daughter, and the infants who emerge from between her legs, and her own children whom she will bear, for she will eat them in secret, in destitution, in the siege, and the desperation which your enemies will inflict upon you in your cities. If you do not observe to fulfill all the words of this Torah, which are written in the scroll, to fear this glorious and awesome name, the Lord your God, and the Lord will bring upon you and your offspring uniquely horrible plagues, terrible and unyielding plagues, and evil and unyielding sickness. He will bring back upon you all the diseases of Egypt which you dreaded, and they will cling to you. Also the Lord will bring upon you every disease and plague which is not written in this Torah scroll to destroy you. You will renew few in number, you will remain few in number, whereas you were once as numerous as the stars of the heavens, because you did not obey the Lord your God. And it will be just as the Lord rejoiced over you, to do good for you and to increase you, so will the Lord cause to rejoice over you, to annihilate you and to destroy you, and you will be uprooted from the land which you enter in to possess it, and the Lord will scatter you among all the nations, from one end of the earth to the other. There will serve other deities unknown to you of your forefathers' deities of wood and stone. And among those nations you will not be calm, nor will your foot find rest. There the Lord will give you a trembling heart, dashed hopes, and a depressed soul. And your life will hang in suspense before you. You will be in fear night and day, and you will not believe in your life. In the morning you will say, if only it were evening. In the evening you will say, if only it were morning, because of the fear in your heart which you will experience because of the sights that you will behold. The Lord will bring you back to Egypt in ships, through the way about which I had said to you, you will never see it again. There you will seek to be sold to your enemies for slaves and handmaids, but there will be no buyer. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel in the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he made with them in Horeb.